Radio. Raheem here with Showtime. Shawn Porter. We're on the other side of the pond, man, here in London, coming for 2 weeks of great fights. You showed up a little early, almost like you were training.
This was kind of like when I seen you at the gas station. Remember, just out of nowhere.
In the streets.
I wasn't expecting to see you. You weren't expecting to see me. So, at any rate, we're here to have some fun, support America, support our American fighters, and just, show up and show out.
Now, you are one of the few fighters that I think is a true fan of the sport in that you stay with the grassroots. You show up at other people's fights. You have nothing to do with these fights. These guys are much lighter than you. No way you're going to fight any of them. But you showed up anyway. What is it about the fight game, even these at 130 pounds, these younger guys, that you'll take time out of your schedule, out of your training to come watch?
It's a couple of things. Definitely like to be around my fans and let them know that we're all here and we're all able to be touched and seen. Outside of that, just being a fan of the sport, when people see that I'm somewhere, they're going to gravitate towards it. You know what I mean? So I want to help the ratings. I want to help people get tuned in to whatever boxing is going on. The great part about what we got going on with PBC and Showtime and all these amazing fights is you can turn on the TV at any point in time and see a great fight. You just don't know it. You know what I mean? So I think if I'm there, I'm showing you guys that something great is about to happen and you can see it too. So I want to support the sport as many times as much as possible.
Well, you've been in the ring on many nights when something great has happened. And a week from tonight, we're expecting Errol Spence and Kell Brook to really give us a classic.
Yeah, man.
But you'll be watching with a different eye than most of us.
For the most part, I will be. I think this is one thing too. Like you said, being a fan of the sport, I've tried to condition myself to when I'm not in the ring. You're not in the ring, so don't worry about it. You know what I mean? There's far too many times when I'm watching, it could be a heavyweight to a flyweight. I'm watching those guys, and I'm thinking what I would do if I was in there. And then I'm reminding myself that it's not me in there, so, hey, what can you do? So I'm going to try to be a fan next weekend. I'm going to try to enjoy it, do my best to support Earl, and hopefully he comes back to the States with the belt. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think either fighter has a chance to win this fight. I really do. I think that this, you say styles make fights, both these guys are going to come to the ring with a great style for what they have and their ability, and it's just one of those fights where, the best man will win.
I had to buy my ticket late because there was so many rumors that Kell might not even make weight. They might have to cancel the fight. I've seen him now. He's rock solid, super thin, but still has pounds to lose. How do you think that factors into the fight? And on fight night, he'll obviously be bigger than Spence. Does that give him an advantage?
You know what? It's hard to say. It depends on the fighter. If you're someone like Kell Brook who has a lot of power, when you shred off those last few pounds, you'll come back to the ring. Even if he doesn't weigh more than Earl, he'll probably be stronger because he has a bigger body frame than Earl. So yeah, I expect at some point the fight for Kell Brook, his weight advantage may play a part in the fight. Significantly, I'm not sure. I don't know. I just think that Earl has what it takes to win this fight.
You've been in the spotlight. You've had the pressure of being main event, the big moment. You've capitalized on those opportunities. This is the first time Earl's really stepping into that kind of atmosphere. Yeah. Kell Brook's been there before for winning and for losing. Yeah. How do you think the experience factor plays a role, and is Errol mentally prepared? Is he ready for this moment?
I'm going to say he's ready. I'm going to say he's mentally prepared for this fight. Anyone who doesn't agree with me, you haven't seen Earl when the lights aren't on. When the lights aren't on, he's the same. And I think that matters. I'm the same way. When the lights aren't on, I'm Shawn Porter. But when the lights come on, I'm still Shawn Porter. I show up and I show out when it's time to. So I'm a firm believer that Earl has everything that it takes. I feel that he'll be in the right frame of mind. He'll be focused mentally, and he'll be ready to do what he has to do. On the other hand, though, you got Kell Brook. Like you said, he's been through this before. Even better for him is that he's in his backyard. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun. I think that Errol Spence will be ready for that. I think he'll be able to handle it, but that remains to be seen. Like I said, I'm a firm believer that he will, but that experience does matter. It does count.
We've seen pictures now of Keith Thurman's post-surgery elbow. We've seen now that he's officially in recovery.
Yeah.
everybody knows it makes perfect sense to see Porter, Thurman too, but surgery takes a while to recover from.
It does, man.
Do you wait for that fight?
I don't know, man. I'm still waiting from the pics from his car accident. You know, I'm still waiting. He showed the pics of him getting his surgery immediately, and I'm like, all right, cool. But where's the pics of you? You know, when you had to go get you know, to the doctor, and you know, and you had a car accident, and you know, our fight got postponed a month because you needed time to recover. You know, so. Those are
Why do you think these pics don't exist?
I don't, because they were never seen. You know, they were never seen. It's neither here nor there. But my point is, when he had a surgery for his elbow or wrist, whatever it was, the pics came up immediately. He's letting everybody know that I'm not fighting Shawn Porter anytime soon. What happened to the other pics when you got into a car accident? Well, you didn't want to announce that you didn't want to fight me, or did you not want to announce that you weren't ready at the time? You know, so I reached out and I said, you know, heal up fast because I'm ready to fight. But we're not gonna wait. We understand that, you know, it's a sport, it's a business. When you're down and you aren't able to perform, there's no need of us waiting for you to get ready. You know, we did that once. We're not gonna do it again.
So if not, then who do you have your sights on? What makes sense?
Man, we'll move forward. I think right now, a fight with Danny Garcia makes sense. You know, right now, the winner of Kell Brook and Errol Spence makes sense. You know, right now, the great part about it is I'm in a great division where there's 6 or 7 of us that could be a champion at any time. And so there will be a fight made with Shawn Porter before the end of the year.
I'd love to see Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, and that just makes it more inevitable that you and Thurman get it on for number 2 if you beat Garcia as well. What do you think of his performance against Thurman, though?
I don't know. I don't know. I expected more. I expected more from both guys. You know, we know Keith can move, and now we know that Danny Garcia has a problem with movers. So, like I said, I was trying to be a fan that night, but I was also studying and watching. You know, so yeah, I learned some things and some things that I know I can take advantage of.
Well, I'm going to be down in Sheffield looking for some apartment space just in case we got to come back for you and Brooke.
Yeah, there you
Radio Raheem with Showtime. Shawn Porter here in London at the Copper Box. Always a pleasure to see you in these streets, man. You're one of the real ones.
Thank you.